Hi, Frontline Church family and friends. Today, for our daily Moravian Bible study, we are in Psalm 147, verse 1 to 11. It's a psalm of praise and it's a psalm of perspective, a right view of God that leads to a right view of self. Now, what do I mean by that? Well, here in this psalm, as with many of the psalms, we are reminded of God's power displayed in creation. God determined the number of stars. He named each one. His understanding is without limits. He covers the sky with clouds and supplies the earth with rain. He is a great and awesome and powerful God who provides for his creation, for the cattle and for the raven alike. His power, his understanding is limitless. And this is the point. I think this is so important that we get this. This same God is a God who heals the brokenhearted. This same God binds up our wounds. This same God sustains the humble. This same God gathers and restores the captives. I don't know about you, but that fills me with immense confidence. It fills me with immense hope. I look at my life sometimes, my situation, my circumstances, and I find myself thinking, well, could that ever change? How on earth will I get the healing that I need, or the breakthrough that I need, or the freedom that I desire? So much of life these days feels beyond our control, beyond our influence, beyond our ability to affect change. And to that, this psalmist says, look up, look around, look at the power of God, the care of God displayed in his creation. Surely nothing is too difficult for him. This same God that created the stars created you. This same God that named the stars knows your name. His delight is not in what is strong and impressive. His delight is in you. It fills him with delight when we come before him with awe and reverence and holy fear. In other words, when we see him for more of who he really is in his majesty and his power, he delights in that. This same God, creator, delights in you. And this is the same idea that Jesus uses when he says to us, consider the lilies of the field, how they are clothed. Consider the birds of the air, not one falls to the ground without the Father being there present. And then Jesus says, how much more will the Father provide for you? How much more will our Heavenly Father meet our needs? We're so much more valuable to him than the lilies or the birds. So I want to encourage you today to look to him, to consider him, to think about him, to meditate on his power and his might displayed in creation, to remember his goodness and his kindness and his grace displayed on the cross. Because as we do so, faith rises, hope rises, that this same God, he will heal our broken hearts, binding up our wounds, gathering us together, sustaining all who look to him and lean on him. Look to him this day and have a wonderful day in his presence.